I bought the official Fortnite gaming setup with everything in the setup being a Fortnite brand to see if it's worth it to buy a keyboard, mouse, and mousepad that is recommended from Fortnite. Okay, so the first thing we have for this official Fortnite gaming setup is obviously the gaming keyboard. And you guys can see from the keyboard, it is a Razer and Fortnite collab. So we have the Fortnite logo on the top. And something that's really cool is that it actually comes with a Fortnite pickaxe as well. So there's actually a code inside of this gaming keyboard that basically just gives you a Fortnite pickaxe in game. But yeah, the keyboard right here is the Razer Black Widow V4X, which is a full size gaming keyboard. You guys can see this thing is definitely pretty big, but since it is a Razer and Fortnite collab, you guys can see from this keyboard, there's gonna be like Fortnite designs all around the keyboard. Yeah, since this is kind of a official Fortnite gaming keyboard, we're gonna go ahead and see if this thing is any good for gaming. I've actually never heard of anyone use the Black Widow V4 as their main gaming keyboard. Most of the time with Razer keyboards, people just go with like the Huntsman series, but I guess this right here is the official Fortnite keyboard, which I gotta say is definitely pretty big. I haven't used a full-size gaming keyboard in some time, and just holding this thing, it's definitely pretty heavy and pretty large. Inside the box, it also comes with the Demon Skull pickaxe. I'm gonna go ahead and scratch this off and drop the code in my Discord. So if anyone wants this pickaxe, make sure to join my Discord. But yeah, on the box, it actually says that the switches inside this keyboard is the Razer yellow mechanical switches. I honestly don't think this keyboard is that fast, since obviously, like I said, I've never heard of anyone actually playing on this keyboard. And secondly, I don't think yellow switches are that fast anymore. Keyboards nowadays that are really fast either use magnetic switches or the switches actually have an adjustable actuation point. But since this is the official Fortnite gaming keyboard, we're gonna give it its benefit of the doubt. But you guys can see we have a pretty cool Fortnite llama design on this keyboard. It basically has this entire blue and yellow going all around it. On the top left, you guys can see it says Battle Bus. All it just has is the Fortnite logo on the back. Honestly, some pretty plain design for a Fortnite gaming keyboard, but this is the sound test of the official Fortnite gaming keyboard. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's either the yellow switches or this keyboard just doesn't even feel like a mechanical gaming keyboard. Keys just feel very mushy. You can tell it's definitely a mechanical keyboard, but the keys don't actually feel like they're that fast. I mean, the stabilizers on this keyboard are definitely good. It is still like a $100 gaming keyboard, so this thing isn't cheap at all. But I think it's just the yellow switches. I'm not a huge fan of it. It kind of just feels like a membrane keyboard that's usually listed as like mechanical feel. So a much cheaper feel gaming keyboard. And then on the top right, you guys can see we have this little scrolly thing. You guys can go ahead and change it with like the volume, all that stuff. But what definitely sucks about this keyboard is that it is a wired keyboard. I honestly don't know why they didn't make this an option for like wireless keyboards, but this is a wired keyboard, which kind of sucks. Honestly, this is the official Fortnite gaming keyboard. I just kind of wish they made the Fortnite design on like the Huntsman Mini or something. A keyboard that more Fortnite pros actually use compared to the Black Widow V4. But still, this is a $100 Fortnite gaming keyboard. We're gonna go ahead and test this thing out and see if it's any good. Okay, next thing we have for this official Fortnite gaming setup, we actually have the gaming mousepad. And once again, this is a Fortnite and Razer collab. So we have a Razer product with like Fortnite designs. And also with this mousepad, it does come with a glider. It comes with the Dauntless Dragon glider. Once again, it will be dropped on my Discord for anyone who wants it. This is the Razer Goliath Extended Chroma. So this is an RGB gaming mousepad. You guys can see it has the llama design and all the cautions and everything. I feel like every peripheral that's actually from like the Razer and Fortnite all have the same design. It's basically placed on the peripheral. So everything's gonna be like llama and caution signs with these Fortnite peripherals, but it definitely doesn't look too bad. Definitely not ugly, but I wouldn't prefer it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this Razer Goliath Extend. Right off the bat, you guys can see we have the Dauntless Dragon glider as well as some Razer stickers. This box is honestly pretty big for a gaming mousepad, so this thing might be packing something pretty hefty. But yeah, here it is. We have the Razer Goliath Fortnite mousepad. There's actually like a little bit of a hard plastic thing. Okay, let's go ahead and take that out. But yeah, this is a extra large gaming mousepad, so plenty of mouse room for your gaming mouse. And obviously, since this is an RGB gaming mousepad, it does need to be connected with USB, which I honestly am not a fan of, but we're gonna go ahead and just use this thing. Yeah, the material from this mousepad though, for a $40 mousepad, I feel like this material and like the mousepad itself, it was pretty cheap. I felt like I've actually tested out like Temu gaming mousepads before for only $10 that feel better than this. So I feel like Razer definitely overpriced this gaming mouse pad just because there's RGB with it. And also because it is a Fortnite mouse pad, they're gonna try to attract the kids. But yeah, you guys can see we have the llama design as well as the battle bus stuff. Honestly, the mouse pad is pretty big. It does take up a lot of space on my desk, but I feel like the mouse glide on this thing isn't gonna be the best just because the material it just feels like a $10 mouse pad. If you guys ever tested out like a Temu or TikTok shop gaming mouse pad for under $20, $40. So like double the price just for RGB and like a Fortnite design. Not a huge fan of it, but since it is the official Fortnite mouse pad, we're gonna go ahead and use it. And now for the gaming mouse, the official Fortnite gaming mouse is actually sold out for some reason, but the exact Razer mouse they place all the Fortnite designs on is this mouse over here, which is the Razer Death Adder V3. Now, once again, the Fortnite mouse is basically just all the designs with like the llama, the caution sign, all that stuff slapped onto this gaming mouse. So it's literally identical to this mouse. So since this is still the official Fortnite gaming mouse, just not with the designs, I went ahead and picked this thing up for about $80. Definitely still a very, very expensive gaming mouse. Once again, it's coming from a Razer product that I don't even know if people use. A popular Razer mouse is the Viper V3 Pro, but they decided to place it on Death Adder V3. This is kind of old because I'm pretty sure the Death Adder used to be a more popular gaming mouse compared to what it is now. But we're gonna go ahead and just test it out just because it is an official mouse. And here it is. We have the Razer Death Adder V3. This is a wireless mouse, so this is literally the only Fortnite Razer product that you could actually use wirelessly. And with this mouse, it has Razer's optical mouse switches, and it actually weighs 55 grams, so it's actually not that heavy. And it also has the 8,000 hertz wireless pulling rate, making this mouse honestly pretty fast as well. Now, the size of this mouse is definitely not that small. It's kind of like a medium-sized gaming mouse. But yeah, right here we have the wireless dongle with the 8,000 hertz pulling rate. So yeah, this mouse is a 55 gram gaming mouse. The switches definitely feel pretty fast. I honestly think this mouse is the best peripheral from this Fortnite gaming setup. It's the only thing that honestly feels pretty fast and pretty good. Like, it's definitely pretty lightweight. It definitely has some really nice grip to it. The build quality definitely really, really solid. Since this is a Razer mouse, it's super similar to the Viper V3 Pro, which is the #1 most used gaming mouse for Fortnite. It definitely has a lot of similarities to the mouse, which I really like. Like, the switches, I believe, are the same, which will basically make this mouse really fast. And both mouse also have the 8,000 hertz wireless pulling rate. So this mouse is definitely really perfect. The size of this mouse, definitely really good. My hands aren't too small, but aren't too big. And this mouse definitely fits perfectly. I think this is gonna be the best thing in this gaming setup, like I said. Only $80, I honestly think that's not too bad. Okay, so here is the official Fortnite gaming setup. You guys can see we have the Fortnite gaming keyboard, which is the Black Widow V4. It has all the Fortnite designs and everything. And then for the gaming mouse pad, you guys can see this is also a Fortnite gaming mouse pad with the same designs. We have the llama as well as like the cautions and everything. And the mouse pad is definitely pretty big. We're fitting the keyboard and the mouse on this mouse pad. And then for the mouse, although it doesn't have the Fortnite designs, this is the official Fortnite gaming mouse since it is the same model. And honestly, I feel like this mouse is pretty fast. And now for the gaming PC, I have a $3,000 gaming PC with an RTX 5080, as well as having an Intel Core i9 14900K. So this PC is gonna be running this entire Fortnite gaming setup really fast. If you guys take a look at the max FPS the PC actually gets, we're getting close to 800 FPS. We're getting about 740 to like 780 FPS right now. Okay, let's go ahead and try out this official Fortnite gaming setup. Okay. I'm actually liking it so far. The keyboard is definitely really silent, but I honestly do like it. It's like really smooth. Kind of feels like a membrane keyboard at the same time, but silent gaming mechanical keyboard still. It still feels pretty fast. I mean, this thing is $180. So for that price, you do definitely expect this keyboard to be pretty fast, which it honestly is. I mean, everything is registering really quickly. And then the PC is obviously still running very fast. We're still running about 680 FPS right now. And honestly, with the mouse as well, it feels definitely pretty fast. It feels almost identical to like the Razer Viper V3 Pro or something, where it's still like a very lightweight gaming mouse that still has like some really fast switches to it. Like overall, this Fortnite gaming setup is much faster than I expected. I definitely expected it to be a lot worse just because these peripherals, I didn't even know people buy at all, but for the most part, this thing is actually running pretty good. Definitely a still very fast gaming setup, like I said. Also, take a look at this gaming mouse pad. You guys can see it has RGB that actually lights up and in sync with with the gaming keyboard, which definitely looks pretty cool. And turning off the lights, I mean, the RGB is definitely still very, very bright, as you guys can see. Taking a look at the max FPS this gaming PC could actually get in an actual game. You guys can see this thing is definitely still very powerful. We're pushing close to 400 FPS right now. Honestly, I'm still trying to get used to this full-size gaming keyboard first, since it just takes up so much space on my desk. And there's so many keys that I don't use, so it kind of throws me off. But just literally building in creative, I'm actually pretty surprised with this gaming setup. I expected so much worse coming from the gaming keyboard for some reason. But for the most part, I do definitely like this gaming keyboard. It's definitely like not the loudest, clickiest gaming keyboard, but like it gets the job done. It's definitely really, really good. $200. Cracked. Where's full box? There's no way this guy's real. 200. Yeah, I'm actually really liking this keyboard. I'm not even lying. Definitely feels a lot better than I expected. It still definitely feels pretty fast for being like a pretty like not clicky, not loud sounding gaming keyboard for sure. 200. Where's this guy? What the? Cracked. 200. Oh my God, there's so much people. Edit. Cracked. 200. Yeah, this gaming setup is actually running low-key pretty good right now. I'm actually pretty surprised of how fast it's actually running. Where's this guy? Where's this guy? I see him. Cracked. Bro, this guy, what the heck? Cracked. 200. Bro, this guy was literally just hopping around. I literally cannot find him. Also, with this PC, we're actually running about like 600 FPS in an actual game. So this thing is definitely still very, very consistent. Crack. 200. Yeah, this keyboard is definitely running pretty fast right now. Also with the mouse, they both feel like definitely really fast peripherals, even though they're kind of like a keyboard and mouse that many people never heard of, but it's still a Razer peripheral, so it should still be very fast. Also with this mouse pad, there's really no problems with it at all. Like I said, this thing just feels like a cheaper gaming mouse pad. The materials aren't the best, but it still works pretty fine. $60. Bro, no way. This guy literally phased through all my stuff. I don't get it, bro. 30. I need to kill this guy. I literally need this guy's refresh. Oh. Okay, it was literally that easy. I hope you drop, bro. I hope you come down. No. 20. Bro, I have literally nothing to fight this guy with. I have literally a horrible shotgun as well. Bro, there's so many freaking people. What is going on, bro? I gotta get out of there, bro. I literally have no mass to fight this. Oh my. It literally could not have been more perfect. It literally could not have been more perfect than that, bro. There's no way. Bro, what is going on with the game? 29. Bro, why am I getting attacked with a guy with a freaking chain? Bro, what is happening? I need like a crazy refresh now. Like literally a crazy refresh. We're still running about like 500 FPS, so I literally just got to get like loot and everything and I should be good to go. Let's go. Oh my God, how am I alive? How am I alive, bro? All right, 4 people left. We're actually running like a consistent 550 FPS. I mean, the setup is running really, really good as well. Everything is honestly a lot faster than I expected, like I said. So like the official Fortnite gaming setup is actually running pretty good right now. Little 8 damage. There's no way. Cracked. 200. No way. No way I just missed that. There's no way I just missed that. Get out. There we go. No way. There we go, bro. There we go. Easy win with the official Fortnite gaming setup, bro. This thing's definitely a lot faster than I expected, even though everything is literally still super, super expensive, like I said. Let's go, bro. GG's.